Okay, those who have money, those who are looking for the money, and bring them together, you know. So that is the first thing we do. Second thing, important thing is, let's create a financial ecosystem. Let's just create a boot level funding. Boot level funding, those who are start, you know, businessmen, they need boot level, a starting funding, because that is known as a boot level funding. Then angel investor, you need to create distress fund, growth fund, you know. Then you can go private equity, venture fund, you know, all the fund, you know. Why America is developed? Because American business is not dependent on the banking, you know. Nepal business is totally dependent on the banking. So we need to have this financial ecosystem if you want really to Nepal business economy to accelerate and growth in a faster way. Then we need to do here in Nepal also, and throughout world we are doing in Bharat also. The country or society which do not respect their businessman will never progress, you know. Because businessman is a wealth creator. He create wealth. He create employment. He pay taxes, and so society should respect them, you know. Otherwise, why they will work hard? It's a, you know, wealth generation is not easy thing, you know. Very honestly, I am telling you. See, the society which will focus more on politics, more on religion, will be feeling like a Sri Lanka and Pakistan, you know. Why? See, the previous president, you know, Gotabhai Rajapakse, without understanding the economics, without taking any advice of the economist, he declared we overnight will go in what is called organic, you know. See, the land need fertility, you know. Slowly you can change. Overnight he went to the organic. So fertilizer, pesticides were stopped, you know. Economy is economy. Economy is very hard thing, mere bhai, you know. It's not just emotional and political discussion. Any discussion politicians should take, they should take everything under consideration, you know. For us, Nepal is much beautiful place, conducive place from everything, you know. So for that you need to smartly, you know, intelligently work. Don't get involved in the, you know, I don't want to say anything, you know, empty nationalism do not work, you know. Here you have to work intelligently, smartly and pragmatically, and then Nepal can take lot of benefit. If 30 years ago, if you have made hydroelectric power station, you can have direct connection and supply sell to Bharat, you know. Now people in Bharat also has become smart. They have started solar.
Swamiji, as we are in between the two huge economy, India and China, do you see any potential we can take advantage of these huge two economies?
Banking Serophero का साथमा
Nepal Bank Limited, Nepal को पहिलो बैंक, Pioneer Bank with complete banking solution.
संतान को विश्वास आमा, आमा को विश्वास गरिमा, गरिमा विकास बैंक, access to all.
सबैको सुरक्षा एनएलजी को इच्छा, एनएलजी इन्स्योरेन्स कम्पनी लिमिटेड, कृषि विकास बैंक, तपाई हाम्रो घर आँगनको बैंक।
सम्पूर्ण बैंक तथा वित्तीय समस्याको समाधान,
बैंकिङ एन्ड फाइनान्शियल सोलुसन प्रणाली।
अर्थ राजनीति सम्बन्धी खास खबरका लागि अर्थराजनीति.com।
Dear viewers, Namaste. Welcome to the program Banking Serphero. It's a presentation of Banking and Financial Solution Private Limited, Kathmandu, Nepal. Dear viewers, today we are going to present you the founder of Old Hindu Economic Forum, Sri Swami Vigyananand ji. Let's welcome him in the program Banking Serphero. Swamiji, welcome to the program. Namaste.
Namaste.
First of all, thank you so very much for your valuable time. We are very happy to have you here at Nepal.
Good, dhanyavad, and thank you for having interaction on this subject. So at least whatever I know, at least if my word can motivate some of the people in the Nepal and shape their focus on the business economy, that will be useful for our
Definitely.
purpose of our interaction today.
Definitely. Swamiji, as you are the founder of Old Hindu Economic Forum, I would like to know why this forum was formed. What was the main intention, purpose behind the formation of this forum?
See, look, you know that I am a trained engineer, and there after I studied Sanskrit, you know, our philosophy, literature, language, grammar. When I studied my Shastra, so what I was looking in my society, everybody is talking more about religion, you know.
Yeah.
Nobody is talking about the essence of our Shastra, and our Shastra first say, you know, there is yesterday in my lecture I told, Shastra says Vidya dadati vinayam, you know.
Okay.
With the knowledge you get humility, you know, Vidya dadati vinayam. Vidya yatri patratam. With that knowledge and humility, you become eligible to receive anything, qualified to receive anything.
Okay.
Patra tvad dhanam apniti, you know. When you are eligible to receive anything, then you earn wealth, you know. First you should earn wealth.
Yeah.
Dhanat dharmam. Then you should do dharma, you know, good deed. And then you will feel happiness in your mind, you know.
Okay.
And same thing Chanakya said in a different way, in a more structured way. Sukhasya moolam dharma. What is the source of happiness? Is dharma. And what is the source of strength of dharma? Dharmasya moolam artha, economy. Without economy you cannot do charity. Without economy you cannot help your society. Without economy you cannot do anything in the society. So economy is a source of strength. And here in our society, not to demean anybody, if you go open in, I don't know about Nepal, in Bharat, if you open the TV in the morning, all around the Katha Pravachan, that is going on. One side is religious bombarding, another side is bombarding on the politics, these, that, you know. And these are not going to give you a strength, you know. A strength comes from the economy, and economy is the one which empower everybody, you know. I told in my lecture yesterday, the society or a country which focus more on religion, more on politics, will be backward. When you focus more on politics, the few individuals will get benefited. But if focus on economy, everybody, larger society get benefited. So keeping all those things, when I realized where there is a gap area where no one is working, then I started World Hindu Economic Forum. Let's focus on the economic forum with the purpose making society prosperous. Our vision is to make society prosperous. In Hindu society, poverty is never celebrated, you know. If you go and see in the temple also, our god and goddesses are all in well dressed, you know. Even in Nepal, you know, that one Kumari Puja karte ho na, you do Kumari Puja, she is also well dressed, no? So in our society, poverty is never celebrated. Prosperity is celebrated. So let's focus on the make everybody, you know, in our Hindu society, no one should be poor, you know. Everyone should live with the dignity and respect, and that comes from the economy. So that core area was missing. Therefore, I thought this is the gap area, let me focus, and then I started World Hindu Economic Forum, and we had a first conference in Hong Kong in 2012, a big, fairly big conference where you have top economists, professional, scientists, businessmen, economists from across the world, you know, came and had a first conference. Then that gave momentum to the people who came. Then we had a regional conference, one regional conference in Kuala Lumpur, one in Fiji, another in Auckland, you know, Auckland in New Zealand. Then London Chamber of Commerce and Industry president, you know, Subhash Takrar hosted a special conference for us in London Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Then next year we came in 2012 in Bangkok, again big conference. Then again we had a regional conference in Kenya, South Africa, Dallas in USA. Then 2014 big conference in Mumbai. 2015 we had in London. 2016 we had in Los Angeles. 2017 we had planned in Kenya, big conference, but due to election reason we have to cancel this. 2018 we had a Chicago. 2019 in Mumbai, where large group from the Nepal came and participated. And so this is how the World Hindu Economic Forum journey started, you know. And generally I mentioned in my lecture also what we do in the World Hindu Economic Forum. First, we provide global market to the access to the Hindu businessmen, you know. Whole world is market. Hindu businessmen should not be stuck in the small market. If you have a bigger market, you have a greater potential to grow, you know. So just I was giving a yesterday example ki the two brothers were running a kirana shop, you know, in a Nepali you say kirana shop in the village, you know. And one brother came to suppose city, you know. The kirana brother who is running kirana shop in the village is still running the same kirana shop in the village because there is less market, you know. The fellow who came in the city, now he has started running a big super mall, because he has a bigger market. There is a growth potential. So for Hindu businessman, you need to have a global market access where there is a new opportunity, where there is a growing opportunity, where there are futuristic opportunity, you know. And World Hindu Economic Forum facilitate, connect Hindu businessmen across the world to do the business, you know. So that is the first part. Second important part we do is create environment and facilitate the affordable capital, you know. You know, and not to demean anybody. In Nepal, yesterday we were telling the interest rate, banking interest rate is 14 to 16%, you know. If you do give 14 to 16% interest rate is a very high. If you go in international market, 4%, in bank
There might be
will
less than 4 also.
less than 4. I know the less than 4 also. When maximum I am telling you the 4, you know, international market from the bank, you know, leave the government, you know, bank. So how you are going to compete with that, you know? This is a competitive world, a global world. So even you cannot compete in next door our Bharat, you know. Their interest is much lesser. So we have to create a financial ecosystem which will make available affordable capital for the businessman, you know. So let's start focusing on what we do generally we do. Okay, those who have money, those who are looking for the money, and bring them together, you know. So that is the first thing we do. Second thing, important thing is let's create a financial ecosystem. Let's just create in a boot level funding. Boot level funding, those who are start, you know, businessmen, they need boot level a starting funding, because that is known as a boot level funding. Then angel investor, you need to create distress fund, growth fund, you know. Then you can go private equity, venture fund, you know, all the fund, you know. Why America is developed? Because American business is not dependent on the banking, you know. Nepal business is totally dependent on the banking. So we need to have this financial ecosystem if you want really to Nepal business economy to accelerate and growth in a faster way. Then that is the second part we do, you know, in the larger framework. So this is what I am talking here also, and this is our global framework, affordable capital, you know. Third is technology. Technology is very changing, very fast changing. If you don't adopt technology faster, if you don't integrate technology faster, then you are out of the business, you know. I don't want to give you an example, you know. Yesterday I was telling you, people were talking about this hydroelectric. If 30 years ago, if you have made hydroelectric power station, you can have direct connection and supply cell to Bharat, you know. Now people in Bharat also has become smart. They have started solar, they have started, you know, wind. Now they are going for the big nuclear, and nuclear technology coming, once it is successful, then all those things will be obsolete, you know. So if you are not using this technology fast, then you are out, you know. Very, very out. Yesterday I was giving in a lecture, you know, New York, 120 years ago, 30 years ago, there was in London discussion, this whole city will be, क्या कहते हैं, घोड़े की लीद को क्या बोलते हैं, under this घोड़ा, उस समय पैसा आ गया था ना, people have money, so they started using Phaeton. There is a car driven by घोड़ा, you know, horse. तो घोड़े बहुत होंगे तो लीद भी तो बहुत होगा ना, you know. Whole city will be dumped under this garbage. But because after that you have a automobile engine, diesel engine, petrol engine came, this whole ghoda gone. Same way we need to be very fast in adopting technology. And fourth is connecting human resource capital, you know. I'm just giving example. You are a very talented man, I am a businessman. So we should connect now. You need a talented manpower to run your factory, expand your factory, to get diversified. If you don't have a talented manpower, what is the use of Nepalese educated, qualified people just going and working abroad? That is not going to serve your larger purpose, you know. I was talking you, look, human resource, the fourth important part we work on the human resource capital. Our society is blessed with the educated, talented people. But what is happening? They are going abroad working. So that is not going to serve our purpose. You know, suppose I am businessman, or you are talented person, or you are talented. I am a businessman, or you are talented person. You going working, other is not going to serve. So we need a good, talented manpower who can expand our business, who can drive our business, who can diversify our business. Therefore, we need to connect this human resource so that we can expand. You know? So that is the 4th part. 5th, we are working to promote young entrepreneur. You know, our society is now geared for the job. You know, we have to change this mindset. From job seeker, we have to become job giver. You know, and for that we need to train our young people. You go in a new businesses. You know, for that we need to create hand holding. You know, mentorship, guidance, support system. You know, and 6th very important part which we are doing, and which I am telling you we need to do here in Nepal also, and throughout world we are doing in Bharat also. The country or society which do not respect their businessman will never progress. You know, definitely. Because businessman is a wealth creator. He create wealth. He create employment. He pay taxes, and so society should respect them. You know, otherwise why they will work hard? It's a, you know, wealth generation is not easy thing. You know, and therefore yesterday I told in my lecture, look, the country or society in this present time cannot control 3 things, you know, talent, technology and capital. Only you can attract. To attract all those things, you need to have create that type of environment. So these are the things we are, you know, we are mainly doing. And 7th part which we are doing, if we all work together, create a think tank, policy framework to help guide what are the policy framework we should adopt which accelerate the business economy, you know, either in a city or a state or country. So this is what we are doing, and this is what we have started doing throughout the world. You know, so first we were doing, so people were telling we are all doing big conference across the world. We need to connect, you know, locally to global. You know, there is a slogan: Hindus should cooperate and collaborate across the world. You know, Auckland to Alaska, from Oslo to Johannesburg. You know, north to south, north to south, east to west. You know, then throughout the world, the whole purpose is that.
Swamiji, like to know one technical thing, that whoever wants to become the member of this forum, like if they are Islam, if they are Christian, can they become the member? Swamiji, like to know one technical thing, that whoever wants to become the member of this forum, like if they are Islam, if they are Christian, can they become the member?
This is Hindu Economic Forum, only Hindu businessman will become member.
Okay, only Hindu can become the member.
Hindu means Jain, Baudh, Sikh, all included, you know.
Okay.
But anybody who want to be partner, you know, think we have no objection, but member only Hindu can become.
Okay. Do you have any idea, tentative, how many members are there in total? Tentative, you have an active 10,000 member across the world. Okay. In how many countries you have expanded?
No, I see recently, just before the corona we had, but you can say we have a direct, our active people are in 40 countries.
Are in 40 countries. Okay.
And functional chapter are in 14 countries.
Is there any criteria to become a member of this forum?
Yeah, the criteria is that you should be connected somewhere in the business economy. Either you are businessman, industrialist, traders, banker, lawyer, business lawyer, you know, lawyer, chartered accountant, auditor, you know, professionals related to business and economy. Academician also, economist, academician, they are all part of the, anything which involves business economy, related to business economy, is accepted as eligible for the membership.
Swamiji, like to know that is our one of neighbor country, Sri Lanka, was in economic crisis, and it seems that another South Asian country, Pakistan, is also in the same line. What you found, what was the major reason behind the Sri Lankan economic crisis, and what should we learn?
I am telling you, see, very honestly I am telling you, see, the society which will focus more on politics, more on religion, will be feeling like a Sri Lanka and Pakistan, you know. Why? See, the previous president, you know, Gotabhai Rajapakse, without understanding the economics, without taking any advice of the economist, he declared we overnight will go in what is called organic, See, the land need fertility, slowly you can change. Overnight he went to the organic. So fertilizer, pesticides were stopped, So the food production came down to 30%. Can you imagine, if you are consuming 100 kg rice annually, supposedly I am just hypothetically telling you as a for example, and suddenly you have a 30 kg rice to eat in the whole year, what will be the situation? So same thing happened in terms of agriculture collapsed, their own food production collapsed. Second thing, because they have a tea production collapsed, so their export gone, so there is no export money. And if you don't have a money, you cannot have a buy, what is called, anything which you cannot import, either oil, medicine, nothing you can do. Second thing he did, another thing, they have a tax, tax, every country collect tax, so he slashed the tax, So your own revenue generation become weak. So this is all for politics, sorry to say, because people will be very happy, But people will be happy for temporary. In the long term, the suffering never happened in the Sri Lankan history. Such a economic collapse, Sri Lankan per capita income is better than the Bharat and Nepal, But collapse. I was there, there was nothing. So economy is economy. Economy is very hard thing, mere bhai. Is not just emotional and political discussion. Any discussion politicians should take, they should take everything under consideration, So again, because you are deviating, I don't want to go in that, the discussing more politics. But politicians should focus on the hard reality of the politics. Second, Pakistan, too much religion, Too much religion also do not work, Talking is not, see, all religion talking is not going to fill your stomach. There is a saying in Bharat, aap say Nepal maybe it will be the same thing, Bhuke bhajan na hohi Gopala. Empty stomach do not work, the same thing. So I am just telling you, not to demean anybody. I used to tell, the society which pray more is the backward, Jews pray once in a week. Yahudi log saptah mein, they pray one day. Sorry, they are the richest people. They are most successful people. They have all the top banking, financial law system, everything is in their hand. The Jews community double the foreignism, the G7 combined. So economy is a very hard thing, realistic thing. So let's focus on the realistically on the business economy.
Okay. Swamiji, as we are in between the two huge economy, India and China, do you see any potential we can take advantage of these huge two economies?
See, for that I am telling you, I yesterday told ki Nepalese people, as a whole, they have to think very pragmatic way, If you business economy do not go on ego, you have to very pragmatic. I gave example. America was capitalist, China was communist. They were fighting, But China realized that they need American support. They need market of the America, because America consumes 25% of the world resources. It's a huge market. They joined together. Now China has become rich and prosperous and powerful nation. Pragmatic approach. They are not stuck in ideology, Own communist capitalist. What is beneficial? Same way. Vietnam also fought war with America, but Vietnam realized that China is becoming a strong and prosperous. Why not you? We means Vietnam. They also joined hand, and they had again the same market access of America. Now their economy fast growing. So why can't you? Yesterday I told you should create such environment. See, yesterday I told 500 million investment in coming to Nepal. Why? From Dubai, from annually 35 to 40 billion US dollar is going investment to Dubai, which is not a place to live, in that sense, in my sense, For us, Nepal is much beautiful place, conducive place from everything, So for that you need to smartly, intelligently work. Don't get involved in the, I don't want to say anything, empty nationalism do not work, Here you have to work intelligently, smartly and pragmatically, and then Nepal can take lot of benefit. Even fraction of that, you can capture your economy will be faster, you will become rich and prosperous. Only fraction, you don't need. Bharat is 1.2 billion,
definitely. Swamiji, as energy is a competitive commodity in the global market, and we Nepal have a enormous hydropower potential. Can India and Nepal jointly work together in a energy transfer model?
Let me tell you very frankly, honest. First, Nepal has missed the bus. 30 years ago,
That means we should have done this work in 30 years.
30 years ago, you have missed the bus. 30 years ago, we don't have in Bharat solar, we don't have a wind power. Now Bharat is producing 26% their consumption from the solar and wind, and they are going in a big way in renewable energy, solar power. Sometime now they are going for automobile and hydrogen. So they are very fast going in that direction. But still we need hydropower, I'm not so here Nepalese government has to work with a policy maker government in Nepal first to create a transmission line, a very dedicated transmission line, So your production will be all sucked in India, But first don't wait, don't get involved with too much politics and bureaucracy, What is useful, it should work in a faster, otherwise technology is changing very fast. Tomorrow nuclear fusion technology is coming. Fusion technology, one fusion, you have a solar like energy, anything you can produce, Then hydroelectric will be again useless, So take advantage, don't miss the bus.
Okay, that should be on time. Okay, Swamiji, as World Bank has forecasted the lowest ever economic growth this year.
I know, I am aware of that.
It might be around 1.7%. And we can see that inflation also increasing, cost of living also increasing around the globe, cost of debt is also increasing. What is it indicating? Does it indicating that we are close to a recession? Can we say this way?
The bigger economy, already you can say developed economy, they are in recession, there is no doubt, this is factual. But some of the economy, just like in Bharat, there is no recession, because our economy is our own consumption driven. We in this global situation, we have to smartly apply your mind, so accelerate our own thing. We should not depend on the only export, just like Nepal, don't have to export much. You somehow create a condition in such a way, large number of pilgrimage tourists would come to Nepal, so you will not have a problem of this recession. But for that you have to smartly work, you have to, just people are coming, darshan karke chale gaye, that has no meaning, that is not going to help you, you have to create engagement. I know 30 years ago, 40 years ago, people used to come from Bharat, they used to go Vishal Bazaar, they used to buy, Same, you have to create something when people coming from Bharat are getting engaged, something is here to get. If they are staying 2-3 days, then that will give you the benefit.
Okay. Swamiji, we are almost in the end of the program. I would like to add 2 questions. Nepal Hindu Economic Forum and Old Hindu Economic Forum, as you are the chairperson, you are the founder of Old Hindu Economic Forum, how you are cooperating and coordinating with Nepal Hindu Economic Forum for the prosperity of the society, for the betterment of the business personnel? Do you have any plan?
We are all parts. There is Hindu Economic Forum is not separate, we are all part of the same family,
Okay.
Whole our idea is, yesterday I discussed, look, the first and foremost part, if we can do as a group, as a team, working together with all other stakeholders in the society, those in the business economy.
I wanted to know specific about the Nepalese Hindu Economic
Forum.
Forum.
I'm talking about the Nepalese. See, Nepalese Hindu Economic Forum is a young organization and a new organization with committed good people,
Okay.
But Nepal is much bigger. There are much bigger good people in the society. Let's come together. First and foremost thing, let's change the mindset of the Nepalese people, So I told in the yesterday lecture, government, the ministers, politicians, bureaucrats, judiciary, administration, media, businessmen as a whole, let's focus next 25 years for developing Nepal in business economy. That mind should come, If mindset is coming, then you will drive. I can tell you after the Second World War, then Japan collapsed, It was defeated and collapsed, devastated, bombed, Someone asked Suzuki, the Prime Minister, what is your ambition now? He told now Japan will become economic superpower, So with that ambition, Nepal should work, I don't want to talk about we should become superpower, but at least we can say let's 25 or let's little focus on the politics, let's more focus on the business economy. When society will have a wealth, they will live happily with the dignity and respect, with the prosperity. That will solve many of the problem of the Nepal. That is what we are looking.
Swamiji, there are some organizations, SARC, BIMSTEC. Can you use these organizations for the prosperity of this area, South Asian area?
Look, right now we can use everybody, Right now, because lots of bureaucracy things goes on. So we don't want to get right now in this, If they are coming, welcoming us, so we will also partner with them. There is no issue in that.
The major problem in Nepal is we are unable to attract the bigger investment here from foreign countries.
See, investment, as I told you, talent, technology, capital. Capital means investment. You only attract. For that you have to create a conducive environment.
Definitely.
The businessman will not go and put money anywhere, Just like when say, why IMF refused fund to Pakistan? Because they are worried if you are giving fund, where the fund will go. So what they are telling you should declare all the top bureaucrats, minister and army fellow, how much is your wealth, It should not go, what they are giving money, it should go drain, So for that, you have to create that. I cannot help. We can only help, but that environment you have to create. For that environment, we will partner with every stakeholder in Nepal, how to project Nepal as a friendly country for the business economy where your investment is safe.
So at the end of the program, do you have anything to say to the viewers who are watching?
No, only I have a request to all my Nepali sisters and brothers. As I mentioned, again I am repeating, next 25 years, all the governments, the ministers, politicians, judiciary, media, administration, businessmen, industries, traders, banker, society as a whole, let's focus on next 25 years. Let's make Nepal a faster growing economy. And if this happens, we can solve many issues. That is my request to everybody in Nepal.
Once again, thank you so much for your valuable time, sir.
Namaste.
Dear viewers, with this interaction with the founder of Old Hindu Economic Forum, Sri Swami Vigyananand ji, we have come to the end of the program. Until we meet next week, please give us a leave. Have a great time ahead. Thank you.
बैंकिङ सेरोफेरोका साथमा
नेपाल बैंक लिमिटेड, नेपालको पहिलो बैंक, पाइनियर बैंक विथ कम्प्लिट बैंकिङ सोल्युसन।
सन्तानको विश्वास आमा, आमाको विश्वास गरिमा, गरिमा विकास बैंक, एक्सेस टु अल।
सबैको सुरक्षा एनएलजी को इच्छा, एनएलजी इन्स्योरेन्स कम्पनी लिमिटेड। कृषि विकास बैंक, तपाई हाम्रो घर आँगनको बैंक।
सम्पूर्ण बैंक तथा वित्तीय समस्याको समाधान
बैंकिङ एन्ड फाइनान्सियल सोलुसन प्रणाली।
अर्थ राजनीति सम्बन्धी खास खबरका लागि अर्थराजनीति.com